Hey, my name is Kelsey. I'm a genius here at United BMW in Alpharetta, Georgia, and today we're going to talk about the all-new 2019 X7. So the overall design seen here on the exterior of the X7 follows BMW's updated, more aggressive, road-focused design language. Every X7 comes standard with the LED headlights that you see here. These are adaptive, which means that they'll turn with you up to 15 degrees as you round corners. And then these are also the biggest kidney grills ever featured on a BMW. These are active, and what that means is they'll open and close automatically in predetermined situations. For example, on hot days, they'll open to help cool down the engine faster, vice versa on cold days, they'll stay closed to help the engine heat up. The X7s also come standard with 2-axle air suspension. These sit about 8.7 inches off the ground, and when equipped with the off-road package, you have a total movement range of about 3 inches, so 1.6 inches up and 1.6 inches down from the standard ride height. So this model with the luxury package features the optional aluminum running boards. These are available as a standalone option for about $400. Every X7 also comes with heated power side mirrors with an integrated turn signal here on the outside. So coming around to the back, every X7 has a 21.9 gallon gas tank. The 40i model that we have here gets an estimated 25 miles per gallon, and the 50i gets about 21 estimated miles per gallon. Coming around here to the back, we can see the large LED tail lights following the new 3D dark glass design that BMW has integrated on the 2019 models. It also has a rear spoiler up here with an integrated tail light. You can just barely see here. So we don't have one available today, but the X7 does come with an optional Class 3 tow hitch that's rated for 7,500 pounds, just like the X5. It is a $550 standalone option. They also come with automatic 2-door tailgates that open with just the push of a button. And you can program these to both open at the same time or one at a time, like this one here. For vehicles equipped with the off-road package, you can raise and lower the height of the vehicle from the rear. With just the push of a button. Nice. So you'll also notice here on the split tailgate door that they've extended the carpet out to the lower door just for more of a luxurious look here. They do also come with this mini privacy cover for when your seats are folded up, and then stored down below is the extended privacy cover for when all of the seats are folded down. And you can see where it hooks in right there. The amount of cargo space you can expect from your X7 is going to vary a little bit depending on what options you choose. So for the X7 with the middle bench seat that you can see here, you're going to have the most. So when we push this max cargo button, you can hear the third row start moving. It's going to flip down, and then your middle row begins to move. First they move back, and then they'll fold forward. Beautiful. Now by contrast, models with the captain's chairs in the middle that we can see here, pushing max cargo is only going to fold down that third row. You'll notice the middle seats will move back after that movement is completed to meet the headrest on the third row. So it does give the second row a little bit more leg space, but as far as rear cargo space, still quite a bit of room. So when you're ready to put all of your seats back up, you'll push max comfort, and that will begin first with the third row, and then the second row will lift itself back up. For the models equipped with the middle row bench seat, you can manually adjust all 4 of the seats. So if you wanted to put down the driver's side middle seat, you would press and hold this button down the entire time, and only that section will fold down. And the same applies for the remainder. So this would be the driver's side rear, passenger middle. So now for our captain's chairs models with these buttons here, if you wanted to lift up, say, just the driver's side third row, you would lift and pull this button. And you do have to hold it the entire time this sequence is taking place. So it'll lift itself up, lock itself back into place. And then if you wanted to adjust the passenger side middle, you can push the button down and the seat will fold forward to give you just a little bit more space, or you can pull it up just like this, and it'll readjust itself back. So both 40i models that we see here start at around $73,000. They have our B58 6-cylinder engine. They have 335 horsepower, 330 pounds-feet of torque, and they do 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds. So by comparison, the 50i model comes in at a $92,000 starting price. It has the famous BMW N63 V8 engine. It has 456 horsepower, 479 pounds-feet of torque, does 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds, the same as the all-new Z4 coming out later this year. Both of them are all-wheel drive. Both of them come in the Arctic Gray that we mentioned earlier behind me, and then it'll come with Vermont Bronze later on this year. Both of them come with 9 Vernasca and Merino leather options, including the new Tartufo Brown that we'll see on both models. They also come with a remote start option. So another new feature on our 2019 models is our touchless or keyless comfort access system. So I have the key in my pocket, obviously not in my hand, and you can see here that when we get within just a few feet of the vehicle, it's automatically going to unlock itself. It'll also do it when you walk away. It'll relock itself. So coming into the inside of the vehicle, of course you can't see it now because it's a little bright out here, but the ambient lighting with the light carpet there on the ground does come standard on these vehicles. It also comes standard with a huge panoramic moonroof, and what you see here is what we call the Sky Lounge. It's an LED moonroof. This is an upgrade that's available. Starting here on the driver's door, first you'll notice that the lock and unlock buttons have been moved to behind the door handle. The door handle itself has been designed to feature the Hofmeister kink, typically seen on the rear window of our vehicles, just there. Right here, we have a button that will adjust the rear seats by about 6 inches when you push it forward. And then again back, and that just helps you get into the back seat a little bit easier. This light strip here, this LED light strip, is a part of what we call our dynamic lighting package. So you can see just barely that it is flashing red. That's because the door is open. It'll also flash when you have an incoming call. So here you can see we have automatic rear shades, just like in the 7 Series. So you can push it up and then again push it back down. This button here not only locks the back windows from moving up and down, but it also locks the shades from moving up and down as well. And then of course, just like in the rest of our vehicles, and especially in the SUVs, we have our rear window controls here, our mirror controls there, and then you can open and close the trunk from up here. X7s also come with options including the massage seats and the number 2 over here. So this one here, when you push it here on your control display, you'll see your different massaging options. And then when you push this 2 right here, just like in the 5 Series, the 7 Series, and now the new X5, this will manipulate the passenger side seats from the driver side controls. So what you see here is what we call Live Cockpit Professional. That's these 2 screens, both your cluster and your control display, are 12.3-inch screens, giving you about 2 feet of pure data. So over here you'll have your speed. You can change what appears in here by pushing this BC button, so it'll go from giving you your G-forces to your horsepower and your torque, and then on to your driving modes, your average speed, average consumption, all of that. And then up here you can have your map data, G-forces as well, anything that you want. Looking down here at the buttons, you can see that this is the new layout for lights from BMW. So you have a dedicated off button, dedicated buttons for your parking lights on either side, and then both parking lights illuminated here. This is your on button, these are your fogs, and then this changes the brightness of your dash. Your steering wheel adjustment is right there. Your heated steering wheel button has been moved up here, just like in the 7 Series. All of your cruise control buttons here, of course always the horn, and then your entertainment information is here. Other standard features on the X7 include Sirius satellite radio, a Wi-Fi hotspot, a wireless charging tray here that'll be either horizontal or vertical depending on whether or not you have the optional heated or cooled cup holders here. It also comes with this NFC key card that you can use to lock and unlock the vehicle as well as start it. Now, so as a part of the hands-free trend that we have going with our new features, we also have something called Hello BMW. So to activate it, you would just say, "Hello BMW," and it'll pop up.
Hello, what can I help you with?
And give you some examples of different things that you can use our voice commands for. It is the same voice command system that you're used to, just now you don't have to push a button. Other new features include this button here. In pushing it, you'll notice it'll bring up both the seat heating and seat ventilation options, and you can actually use both functions at once. Turn those both off. Coming down here, you'll notice again, just like the X5, we do not have a CD player standard in these vehicles. Now, if you decide that you want one, it can be installed at the dealership. Coming down here, you'll notice the only traditional USB port. Elsewhere throughout the vehicle, there are several USB-C ports featured. Up here, we have the adjustments for our off-road package. So pushing this down is going to change it through your 6 different levels, and you'll feel it just barely adjusting itself. Now, like we mentioned before, there is a total range of about 3 inches. You can see it's still moving. So you can move 1.6 inches down from this middle line here. That's your standard ride height. So it's moving 1.6 inches down, and we can change it to move up 1.6 inches from the initial ride height. So with range of 3 inches total. So X7s also come with optional soft closed doors. We see right there, and then coming into the back seat, you'll notice that the door handle has also been redesigned with that Hofmeister kink included. These here are going to be the shade controls for the back seats, and then your window control there. You'll see it also has that dynamic lighting package featured back here as well. All 3 rows do have electronic controls, so we can move this up. And then we can also tilt this back and forth. Moving inside, you'll see this here. This is a part of what we call our travel and comfort package. So this is another one of those USB-C ports. And then this one here is a little adapter port for different things like a iPad holder or a hanger that you can hang there for your jacket. Coming down here to the back of the center console, we have our rear climate controls. This is the 3 and 4 climate zones, 1 and 2 being the front and passenger seats here. With the cold weather package, you will have the heated seats back here, and you can manually adjust your temperature settings from back here as well. And then again, 2 more USB-C ports down here, and a cigarette lighter or a 12-volt charging port there. On models with a bench seat, all you have to do to get into the back is push this button, and the front seat will move forward just a little bit, and then the back seat will maneuver itself. Right there. Once it's finished, we can go ahead and climb it. And then again, all you do is push that button, and it will automatically move itself back. And these are designed to stop just short of your knees. I'm about 5'7" and I fit back here decently well. And then if it's equipped with it, you will also have your 5-zone. So from the third row, this is what the 5-zone climate controls look like. Like we talked about before, this one is equipped with the cold weather package, so it does have heated seats from all the way back here. This is also the cover for the rear moonroof. And then down over here, you'll see a part of the dynamic lighting package here. It's red to indicate that that door is, of course, left open. We have cup holders featured on both sides there. And then down here, this cover lifts up to reveal another USB-C port and then a luggage hook right there as well. This cover is one that we mentioned before. It pops off to reveal a place for the larger privacy cover that's stored underneath the back. This button right here can be used to fold this center part of the bench seat down. You'll notice the driver's seat will move forward, this one will move back, and then fold forward completely. And then these buttons here can be used to adjust both this moving seat and then these two seats back here. So we can fold this one back up by pushing this button in. Beautiful. So the middle row for the captain seats is going to look just a little bit different. It has the cup holders moved down here with this beautiful X7 logo right there. We do have our 2 cup holders. This is an ashtray that's typically found in the front seat. And then again with the 2 USB ports here, your rear climate controls, and then just a little bit of space right there. So one thing that we've gotten a lot of questions about is the space between the 2 captain's chairs. You can see here that it's not a lot. It's only about the space of my hand, whether or not they're lifted up or down. So you can fit maybe a small child, but more full-size people like me can't necessarily fit back there via this channel. So the best way to get back there is to just lift this handle up, and you're going to pull it forward, and then the car will take over. And move it forward and then move it up. And then you can climb in that way. And then to close it, you're going to pull this back down and it'll automatically start moving. Now, just like with the bench seats, these are designed to automatically stop just short of you. So even if someone a little bit taller than me were to come back here, it still wouldn't hit their knees. It scared me a little bit. But you can see there's still just enough space for me to sit comfortably back here. And these do come with the same covers for your USB-C port and your travel hook there, as well as the cup holders and the keys over here. So overall, fairly similar to the other X7. And this is what it looks like with that rear shade opened. Other luxury features on the X7 include these upgraded wing lights that we originally saw in the 7 Series, the gesture controls here, and then the self-parking and backup assistant that we are seeing more and more. So the X7 also comes with everybody's favorite 3D surround view, where you just pinch and drag to see a live feed all around your vehicle. It also comes with what we call automatic parking, formerly known as the parking assistant, and then the backup assistant, where the vehicle remembers the last 167 feet that you've driven, and it'll reverse itself in the same pattern that you've driven. So one of the questions that we get asked the most about the X7 is, how does it drive? Because this is the biggest BMW ever made. So realistically, from the point of view of your BMW genius here, it's really not that much different than an X5. Of course it is much larger, it's longer, and it's heavier than the X5, even the new ones with the third row, but it doesn't actually feel like you're driving maybe some of our larger competitors. And of course our backup camera system makes it just as easy to park as the X5 before it. So overall, great. And that's just a quick overview of the 2019 X7. Keep a lookout for additional videos on this product because we will cover more of the features a little bit more in depth than we could go into today. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.